Okay. Didn't really have a plan for this video. I have no idea where it's gonna end up going. Just know I haven't posted for a minute, and I feel like people need to have an update or know what's going on. I've been doing a lot of cleaning, organizing. I know there's something about organization that I'm missing, and that is why it always gets my attention somehow, some way, and I start to go crazy when everything seems out of place. I got my room clean for sure. That's awesome. And I got most of my paper stuff organized. I got a tattoo plan figured out. I don't know if my brother's gonna like it or not. I sent it to him, and I'm kind of waiting to see his response. But I kind of drew this up today. Let's see. I feel like my camera's kind of blurry. It could just be me. But it has "We Got This" up here at the top of the anchor. And I'm only reading it because I can't see it myself on my screen, so I want to make sure everybody is able to see and know what's on here. And then there's like a little infinity sign right here at the top of the anchor that has sister in cursive on it. And then down the anchor it says family. And then there's like a little rope here that comes down and ties to the arrow. And the rope says, "I refuse to let you sink." This means a lot to me, actually. I'm gonna make another one for myself. It's gonna have the same basic anchor setup, but instead of saying sister, it's gonna say brother. This little heart down here on the anchor has my name in it, my legal name. I don't know if y'all seen it, it don't matter. I forgot what I was saying. Mine's gonna be a little different. It's still gonna have the "I refuse to let you sink," and it's also gonna have the "If you sink, semicolon, I'll sink with you." Because that's a message. Both sides of that message is beneficial for both me and my brother, and I think that having that tattooed would help us think what we need to think about. And then this is an arrow that says, "My sister's protector. Because of her, I will not fall." I tried to keep it like an actual arrowhead, because I know my brother likes arrowheads. And mine is going to have a key instead of an arrow. And it's going to say "My brother's keeper." And it's going to say "For him, I'd risk it all." And it's going to have the same rope. And then the little heart deal here, it's going to have his name in it instead of mine. I feel like there's more that's going to end up going to this. I just haven't quite figured it out yet. Or I gotta put some more thought into it to figure out what exactly I'm going to do as far as that goes. I kind of took multiple ideas that I had found on the internet and picked some that really spoke volumes to me and kind of combined them all. And a part of me was like, you need to keep it simple. A lot of wording is gonna be complicated, and maybe it is, but I'm not looking for an easy way out. That's the last thing I'm looking for. I want to put time and energy and love and a lot of thought behind it, and if that requires half a paragraph worth of writing, I'm okay with that. There's a lot that I want to accomplish with this. My main focus when I started this was my brother. But I've also been trying to remind myself that I have to find reasons to want to do it for myself. So I've been searching for that, and my main mission is not just for my brother anymore; it's for myself as well. I have to figure out who I am as a person. I kind of already know, but I have to find out stuff that I've been neglecting for years because I was a very neglected child. I guess this is the therapy in it. I know what it's like to not have nothing. And the people that have walked through hell with me know as well. So, my gut feeling and soul instinct of if anybody's going to be able to help my brother, it's going to be me. Absolutely. But before I can help him, I must first help me. And so that is kind of what I am focusing on. But I haven't lost sight. I'll never lose sight of the main reasons that I started this. People that got me started on this are the same people that's going to drag me through it, and it doesn't matter what kind of trials gets thrown my way, what kind of ups and downs I have. I'm just gonna stay determined, stay stubborn, as my dad would say. He called me hard-headed. There's a lot there too that needs fixing. A lot of broken bonds and relationships that need to be mended, and I'm working on it. Love wins in the end. I've said that. That's the main focus of this, the main point, because the most important lessons in life come from the heart. Like, you have to have the lessons that you learn mentally, as well as the ones emotionally. It all plays a part together. You gotta balance. Not too much good, not too much bad. When it starts going too bad, then you gotta focus on some of the better things. And just because it gets great, you can't just stay stuck in greatness, because then you're not progressing. You have to keep a focus as to what pushes you to keep going. That has to stay key, but part of keeping going is going back and dealing with what's broken and what needs fixing. But then when that becomes all too much, then take it back to the good in life. I have no idea where I was going with this, but I wanted to make everybody aware that I am still at it. I haven't given up hope yet. And I'm not going to give up hope. Giving up is just, I'm not judging people, but it's for the weak. However, asking for help instead of giving up is for the strong. And if you truthfully want better, drop your ego, drop your pride, love yourself. Even if somebody has done you wrong, it's not always about getting revenge. It's not always about, and I never thought I would say this, it's not always about teaching somebody else a lesson, because honestly, silence speaks way louder than words or actions at times. People have always said actions speak louder than words. True, but silence speaks louder than either one. just have to know how to listen. And if there's constantly always somebody there to create distraction, I gotta start documenting distractions. I just got a message from my mom. I'd been sending her some of the songs I was listening to earlier, and they popped up. Forgot where I was going with that, but I guess I'll have to watch my video and hopefully be able to finish that statement in the description or something. I'm not too sure. It'll have to be unedited because I'm just gonna automatically upload this after recording. I don't want to procrastinate on that anymore. I can always make a part 2 to the whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Stay on track. I don't like making these videos crazy long all the time, but sometimes I feel like it's necessary. I have a lot to say, and I feel like somebody's listening. Even if it's just me, even if I'm just talking to myself, that's okay. Because what I'm putting out there is mainly right now to help me. And if it helps you, awesome. It's amazing. I'm happy to help. And I want to help my brother. That's 2 biggest drives right now is helping myself and helping my brother. No, I don't want anybody to think that I am pushing religion. That is the last thing that I'm ever going to do. But I do want to put it out there that I am searching for myself spiritually as well. I was raised in a Christian environment, or hypocritical Christians most generally. But I don't like labels, and Christian is a label. But it's just the best describing what I have spiritually. I'm getting somewhere. I don't want to sit here and shove the Bible down somebody's throat. I want to bring understanding to all corners of the world that just because somebody is different does not mean they're bad. I want to stop the separation of the human race. And I say it as the human race because the labels of schizophrenia, PTSD, depression, anxiety, bipolar, those are labels. Okay. Labels of bisexual, gay, straight, heterosexual, and all the other ones I don't really know. Those are labels. The reality of everything, we are all human. We all bleed red. That's it. That doesn't looks, they're temporary. Everything, eventually when you die, your soul is going to pass on, and your body physically will be left to rot on earth. So what if you don't look perfect? What is perfection? I don't think perfection honestly exists. I spend a lot of my time striving for perfection, and the more I strive, the more I see it can never possibly be reached. The illusion can be reached, but the reality of it, there's no such thing as perfection. I'm an open book, actually. I kind of feel like I need to start taking questions from the outside world, like, what do you want to know? I don't know if that's really the right wording either. Maybe where's my notes? I'll have to come up with another video because nothing is where I put it at the moment. It's there. I just forget where I put it because I forget everything. Some things that I'm wanting to get information on. I really want to look into reincarnation, figure out what that's about. I've heard about it, but I've never actually studied it, like learned in depth everything that's needed to know about it. Um, I've practiced a little bit. I've never really went into depth with it. I've done a little slight research on Wicca. Um, I want to look into that too. I want to get a better understanding of it. Not that I'm not necessarily going out to pursue that, because I believe in God. And however, I don't want to bring judgment to anybody that is different from me. I've been there. I understand. Um, there's nothing wrong per se with um, living and learning. Um, so I want to get a better understanding and more knowledge about Wicca. And I have a very important person to me that I really feel like can help me with that, actually, firsthand. That's something that they specialize in, I think. Um, just take a minute to think. And something else, I've been raised around Christianity in and out of different types of churches, but the label Christianity just gets twisted and tormented, and people that want to be able to claim that label that really they haven't earned that label. Nothing in life is free. Everything is earned. The efforts and energies you put out is what you're getting back. Karma. And I don't think it's the best tattoo in the world, but you know what? I look at it every day, and sometimes I'm like, man, what the hell was I thinking? And other days I'm like, you know what? Just because it's scar tissue on half of it, there's still something to be learned from it. Like, it tells 1,000. Like, picture's worth 1,000 words. This tattoo speaks 1,000 words to me every time I look at it. And the person that gave me this tattoo is a very wonderful woman. Nobody's perfect, for sure. I'm not perfect. I'm a mess. And I love that. But a lot of people speak bad on the person that gave me this tattoo, and I understand why they do it. That doesn't make it right. And I believe a lot of what happens in life is all based on who you choose to be your partner in life. Now, a partner could refer to your other half, the person you choose to have a marriage with, or just a forever relationship. But also friendships and family. Those are also very important to like who you have on your team. Entertaining people that are not of support for your team does no good. It's wasted energy. Highly wasted energy, actually. There's levels to these levels, absolutely. I also want to look up the Bermuda Triangle. Totally different and random, but something about that. I was just curious. I wanna expand my knowledge on some things, and I've heard of it, but I want to know more than what I already know. Um, I want to look deeper into eternal life, the life after death, which is kind of the thought of where reincarnation came from. I have a lot of different thoughts on that, and I want to research before I just put my opinion out here and then try to speak it as a truth. I don't want to put false truths out. I want everything to be 100%. And I also want to look up what prophets do, what's their purpose and everything. I've been raised around it, but I want to look it up for my own self. I don't want to go off of what everybody else has told me, because not everybody, like, I don't know if you've ever played a game of telephone, where people are sitting in a circle or whatever, and somebody starts something and they just pass it down, and then by the time it comes back around, it's not what it started as. That is why I want to do the work myself and not rely on what other people have told me. And as a person who has never liked to read because of reading comprehension problems, I don't know. I've always liked to write. I just never liked to read. But that's starting to change a little bit. I mean, I'm still not really too enthused about going and picking up a book and reading it. However, I am perfectly comfortable reading my own things, which is good. It's good. That is kind of what's on my lookup list at the moment. Oh, and I might have another one here. I want to look more into herbal remedies for things, for sure. No, I don't want to make the wrong connections, so don't take it that way. I'm just trying to get more information. I know there is in the Wiccan belief system. I try not to classify it as religion, because I don't like that word. It's a label. It's a belief system, is what I believe. There's a lot of belief in herbs and stuff of that nature, and I want to look more into it and see if there's a connection, because if there is a way to bring everything together and maybe connect some of things from, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm tired of the religion separation, because we are all people. Love is what wins. That's it. The rest of it, I don't know. I'm still doing my research, so I may contradict myself in later videos from now, because I'm continuously growing and evolving and becoming better. So just because I say something now, I may come back to it later and be like, you know what, scratch that, erase that. This is the new truth. I feel like this video is insanely too long and probably my longest one yet, but I needed to get that out there. I have a vision that I get to research for somebody very dear to my heart, which is also going to include a vision for myself as well, combining these visions to make very awesome results in the world. So I hope that I can keep everybody's attention long enough to make great things happen. And if I lose your attention, I'm sorry. I hope you come back around when I'm doing better. Obviously, I mean, if you can't entertain me when I'm boring in my bedroom, then hopefully you can at least find it within yourself to acknowledge when I become something of myself, and start making a difference. Dream big, love big. Never let your past determine who you are, because that is all a label. Even labels of sexual assault victim or domestic assault victim, or people that's had their minds manipulated. I'm not sure what kind of like people that narcissistic is also a label, but people who have survived narcissistic relationships, mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever, those are all labels. Even if you're a survivor, that is still a label. And you can change the word from victim to survivor, and it sounds so much better. But you want to do more than survive. You want to live. So just because you're able to survive with everything that's went wrong, you have to find a way to actually live, become happy with yourself, and move forward in life instead of being stuck in the same spot, not sure where you're going, lost without direction. It's time to fix your focus and get your direction back and move forward, not backwards. I'm not gonna stay stuck. I'm not gonna be planted and stuck. And move forward. I think that's where I was going with this. I need to cut it because I'm gonna take up all night if I don't. I could sit here and talk all day. I've been getting organized though, so that's a plus. So hopefully things start to go a lot smoother instead of all far left field. All right. Well, with that said, stay positive, keep your head up, and be looking forward for the Facebook page mentions very soon. Within my next couple of videos, I would say within the next 3 videos, I intend to mention that Facebook page so it can get out there to people. And then at that point, I am going to focus on sharing my page, my YouTube page, and Facebook page, and then that's really going to be where the hard work comes in. Then when I first open up my, I get people brought to my YouTube channel, I get people brought to my Facebook channel, use both platforms to kind of help each other because, keeping connected is important. But it's going to be a little while before I'm like full-time able to post on YouTube or full-time able to be of consistent services on Facebook, because I must first get myself figured out first and deal with what I have going on before I can just throw myself out there for everybody else. But that is something to look forward to. I'm going to be a light in the world, in this cold, dark world. I'm going to be a warm light. The power in believing is amazing. Love and light. Namaste.